Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is titled and is a classic. What are people realizing about you? I have three piles for you to choose from. You are welcome to pick more than one, but please remember to pick using your intuition. I'm going to give you all a few seconds to select, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. So, pile number one, what are people realizing about you? So, it was very interesting. When I was channeling the messages, I kept hearing the verdict, the verdict, the verdict. Okay. So, somebody here could work in law enforcement or be involved with law in some way, whether you're studying to be a lawyer or you're just interested in law. You may watch a lot of Criminal Minds and Law and Order here. Okay. That could just be a side note. But there's some situation that could have happened like years ago or just like in your distant past that is being brought to the light, and the truth is being revealed that you were innocent. And I'm getting like different scenarios, okay? So this could apply for like family, friends, and relationships. So with the relationship, I'm getting people could have tried to paint you as, someone who is deceitful in your relationship and you really weren't, and that has come out. Or we have the opposite where you could have dealt with an ex, that was just very toxic towards you and tried to paint you as this negative person. And now people are really seeing who the real problem was. And then for others of you, it's like it's the same thing with a friend. Like the friend that did the smear campaign on you, the friend that talked bad about you is now the person that is backstabbing other people. So somebody could have been entertaining this and now they have been backstabbed by that person. And they see that, wow, pile number one wasn't the problem all along. And then this even goes for family. Okay. Some of you here could have been scapegoated or could have been lied on, or rumors could have been like spread about you in the family. And it's like things are being cleared up now. Like a lot of truth is coming out. And I feel like it's just the way you live your life and the way you've carried on all these years. And just, I keep hearing spirit say, rotten fruit falls by itself. So it's like this person's character has shown up with time because, they say time tells all. And it's like, in your case, pile number one, it's like time has showed that you are innocent. You didn't do what this person said you did, because there's something about people or a certain person making an unfair judgment and making up a judgment that wasn't true just to mess up the connection, or out of envy, out of jealousy. Like there's different reasons here, but overall it's like you were innocent. Okay, and people are realizing that. And this could even be something legal that somebody is going through, like you are innocent. So let's get into these cards. So pile number one, the first card that we have is manifestation. And with this card, I feel like it's not so much to me about, like, this card is usually about somebody manifesting or bringing something into fruition, but I'm picking up a different energy. That energy is that something has been manifested. So something that was hidden is being shown. Something is being exposed. That's what I'm picking up with this manifestation. Like the manifestation of your character is showing, and the manifestation of that other person's character is showing as well. It's like it's on display. It's being revealed for all to see. And people are seeing that you are not the problem. And with this clock being here, it's like it may have taken people time to realize this. This could be a long time coming for you, pal number one, where you had to be unfairly labeled the bad guy. Because I don't know why I'm picking up judge shows, okay? So there's this show, I think it's Judge Mathis. It's one of the judge shows I watched. I haven't watched it in a long time, but there was a particular case where there was a man that was unfairly having to pay child support and paying lots of it. And come to find out, for all those years, I think he paid child support for about like over 5 or 10 years. And come to find out, the child was never his child. So this woman had this man paying for, children that weren't his and messing up his life and stopping him from doing what he needed to do because he so much was being taken from him through child support. So it's like there's something like that here, take what resonates, but in the end it showed that like he was innocent because she took him to court because she felt like he wasn't doing enough. Whole time he's struggling to make ends meet and giving up his resources for nothing, for a lie, because she lied to him and told him that it was his child and she knew it wasn't. But she just didn't think that there was gonna come a time where that information was revealed. So that's what I'm picking up. Like somebody, the truth is being shown. And in that show, like think about it, this is on national TV. So it's like people seeing her true colors. It's like whoever did you wrong, pal number one, it's like people are seeing this person and they're realizing that you were innocent in a situation. So this could even been like a group against you, a friend group, or even family, okay? Because I was strongly picking up a scapegoat. And there's different scenarios here, so just please take what resonates because you may resonate with more than one or just one, and that's okay. But just please listen to yourself, okay? The next card that we have is letting go. So you've let go of this. I feel like you've moved on with your life and you're happy. You're staying true to yourself. It's like you're doing what you've always wanted to do, pal number one. And it's like these people have to sit back and really watch because they sat there and believed a lie about you. So I feel like a lot of people have burnt the bridge with you, pal number one, because they spoke on you, they chose a side, and it's like they can't come back even if they tried. That's what I'm picking up, especially if this is family, because you could have had family members gossiping about you and just saying stuff and just stirring the pot, and now it's like they see the truth and they see that you're not the problem. The person that was telling them you were the problem is actually the problem. I feel like you've let go of a lot, and I feel like it's to the point. It's like I seen this quote. It was this quote in my phone, and it says, "Disrespect can close doors." Like, let me see the quote. I think I still have it because this is coming true. Let's see. It says, yeah, right here. It says, disrespect can permanently shut doors that apologies cannot reopen. Let me say it again. Disrespect can permanently shut doors that apologies cannot reopen. So that's why I was picking up that even if they tried to come back, they know that they couldn't because they spoke so much on you and they did, just really mean and cruel things because they were believing this interpretation of you that was not correct. But I feel like you've let go of that and you don't allow that to weigh you down. Like you've overcome that. And that's what people are realizing. Like you didn't allow that situation to define you. And for some of you, this even could have been something romantic again, because we have the lovers here. Okay. So this could have been a relationship where people were trying to make you seem like a terrible person to your partner to get the relationship to be broken up. And then for others of you, you could have had an ex that just constantly been trying to paint you as the bad person. And now time is telling that it's really them because they have created a series of broken homes and broken relationships, but they kept trying to say it was you. For some of you, you could have dealt with an ex that was narcissistic and liked to say that you were crazy or that something was wrong with you, but now it's like time is telling that they're the crazy one. It's really something wrong with them. So they're recognizing that you were projected on a lot, pal number one, and people are seeing who you are outside of those projections that people have placed on you. And for some of you, this could even be a friend because the lovers gives me Gemini energy. So take what resonates. With the Nine of Swords, it's like these people have to sit with this and think about it. They feel like, how could I be so, I keep getting like, how could I be so stupid? Because it's given like there were red flags all along, but they didn't want to see that. They didn't wanna see the truth about this person, and you know why? Because sometimes when people already don't like you and they already have a problem with you, it's much easier for them to believe, like, the negative things about you rather than something positive. So that could have been the case if this was, like, friends turning on you, it was much easier for it to happen because you had people that were already didn't like you. And I get pad number 1, you have a fighting spirit. You stay true to yourself, and these are the kind of qualities that take time to have, and a lot of people don't have these qualities, so they can get jealous of you and they can start doing harmful things to you, which is why I feel like all of this happened to begin with. Especially if this is family. I really feel like you had older family members jealous of you from a young age because they seen what you were gonna be. And time is telling on that time. And guess what? You could be somebody who has lots of achievements and a successful life, and it's like time has told. So it's like if you were all those things they said you were, why are you winning? Why are you successful? Why are you happy? Why are you stable? It's like if you're all these negative things, then that should have been your reality, right? So it's like whoever was saying these things about you, whether this was family, friends, exes, whoever, it's like time has told and you are innocent. Pile number one. The next card that we have is the seventh house. So again, this is definitely dealing with some type of relationship, and this doesn't have to just be romantic, but romantic is coming through strongly as well. So there could have been a partner that didn't recognize your value, didn't recognize your worth because they let other people get in their ear. And then for others of you, this could have just been a situation where your ex tried to make you like a bad person, and it's this energy of your ex, like, recruiting people. It's kinda like a fan club, right? But it's like a club where they will only talk about you. It's like this person recruited people to talk about you with, like, "Oh, pal number 1 is my ex, and they did this, this, and that to me." Like, they really tried to make it seem like you just broke them down, and it's like, okay, if pal number 1 did that to you, why is pal number 1 thriving and you're not? Like, if you're the one that was the stable one in the relationship, why are you unstable now? So it's like this person or these people who came up against you, pal number 1, they're being questioned and their true character is being revealed. This could have also been somebody you turned down, so they felt some type of way and tried to say things about you, and that's getting shut down as well. That's what I'm picking up because I'm hearing the word revenge. So it could have been a person that got mad because you didn't want to date them anymore, or a person that you never dated but liked you and you didn't return that. Okay, because you have people who will do that to you, no matter their age. The next card we have is Scorpio, so it's something deceptive here. So you could have even had people who lied on you. Like this is giving that energy too of people who lied and said like they dated you and they never did. Okay, people could be realizing that, or whatever went down in the connection. Like the truth is being exposed about that because there was some type of deception with Scorpio. Something was hidden. Okay, you could have even been dealing with a partner that was controlling and they were trying to control the image that people had of you. Take what resonates. I feel like you've been transformed by these experiences, and like I said, you've let them go. You're no longer holding on to them. I feel like you don't even associate with these people that have done this to you. And it's like in your absence, they've seen how these people or this person operated, and it's like if pattern number 1 was all that you said they were, wouldn't your positions be different? It's like people are starting to ask the right questions and really analyze the situation. Because if you're the bad guy, why is your life so good? And I'm not saying because sometimes like there are those people where we feel like, oh, they never get karma and their life is so good. But that's not in this instance, pound number one, because you're not that kind of person where you're out here hurting people and just messing up people's lives and good things are still happening. No, you are a genuine person and you were good to these people. But because you can stand alone and because you can stand, oh my goodness, pal number 1. So there's more coming through. So there's this viral interview that went, yeah, this viral interview with Nick Cannon, and he was talking about how the relationship between him and Mariah Carey didn't work out because he felt like she didn't need him. That's the kind of energy I'm getting here too. Like, pal number 1, you could have triggered your partner, whether you're female, male, or non-binary. You triggered your partner because you have this independence aspect. You can take care of yourself. You can stay true to yourself. And for some people, that's triggering. And they start to do, petty things. So again, that could be somebody's case as well. You could be an Aries too, take what resonates. But that's coming through. some sort of deception. And this could even be dealing with other people's insecurities. They had insecurities that led them to create these kind of beliefs about you or create these lies and rumors. Okay. But the truth is being revealed, honey. We have this card, Harmony, and number 10 is here. So there is something that has been completed, something that has been seen. With Harmony, like I said, you're a genuine soul. You mind your business, you stay to yourself. You know, I feel like because, you went through all these situations, you really stay to yourself now. And it's like people are realizing, like, wow, like we really treated pal number one like that, and they didn't even do this the whole time. So you have people who feel apologetic. That's why I was picking up that quote, like, you know, disrespect can shut doors that apologies can never open. So yeah. I feel like people also look back at how you treated them in the connection. You were kind to them. It's like they allowed other people to misconstrue the perception that they had of you. And for some people, this is just given like the energy that they wanted to fit in. Sometimes people, pile number one, people will go against you because they wanted to fit in. Because I'm picking up family. Like if you had a family, like you could have a cliquish type of family where they click up and gossip about people. And it's like you weren't a part of that. So they try to make you feel bad. Come to find out, the person that was the ringleader of all of this is the one that was lying on you, the one that was actually doing the things that they said that you were doing. That's what I'm picking up. Somebody contradicting themselves and being found out about that. So somebody could have said that, yeah, in a relationship, somebody could have said, yeah, pal number one was cheating on me, but then they see that person in a new relationship and they're like, but you're cheating on your partner. So how can you say that pal number one was doing that to you? So it's that kind of energy where this person is being questioned for the way that they behave because they try to put so much on you, but the truth is coming to the light. Like they're telling on themselves with their actions because they say actions speak louder than words. The last card we have is clarity. So I'm also picking up that somebody could have like intentionally lied on you and they came forth and said, hey, I actually lied on pal number one. Like this did not happen. I actually lied about that. I feel like somebody could have had a guilty conscience with this nine of swords energy and just came forth and said it. And I feel like this is just because you've healed from so much. Like your energy is clear from so much. So it's like whenever you clear your energy, it's like people feel what they put out. It's kinda like return to sender, but you're not really doing anything. It's just clearing out energies that don't belong to you because those energies technically belong to them. So all you're doing is giving them their dominant energy back. And if they want to change that, they can, but most people stay on a low frequency. So all you're doing is giving those energies back to you because you don't operate on the low frequency, okay? So it's like people are having an understanding on the situations that you were put in. Okay. So for some of you, this could even be literal, like you were framed for something you didn't do. And it's like the court is looking at that and saying that you're innocent. Okay. They found you to be not guilty. All right. But that was what was coming through. How number one. No matter what scenario it is, it's like people are realizing that you didn't do something that they thought you did. Like you're innocent in the situation. This could even go back to childhood too. Because I feel like somebody finally like opened up about something after so long, because it's making me think about, the situation with Emmett Till, like the lady who lied on him, she was on her deathbed and then she finally confessed. So it's like somebody could have went through a harsh situation to where they felt like they needed to come clean. Somebody here could be dealing with health problems too, and it's like they feel like, well, I might as well put all my dirty laundry out. So yeah, it's like somebody just decided to confess. And then for some of you, I'm picking up like somebody could have lied and said you did something that you never did. So somebody could have retaliated and did it to you. So for example, let's say you dated a person and their family and friends didn't like you. So they told that person that you were cheating on them and they made that person cheat on you because they thought you did that to them. Like it's very specific here. And that person could be feeling stupid. That's why I was picking up like in the beginning, somebody feeling stupid because they listened. I've been having this theme in my readings for a lot, like people listening to people. So you may resonate with those piles because I have like mini readings on my community tab and my Tumblr, as well as other mini readings that talk about this. So you may come from this pile because I have how are you being viewed in a mini reading, and pile number four is this kind of energy here. So you may resonate. That was all pile number one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. Mwah. Pile number 2, what are people realizing about you? So, pile number 2, people are realizing that you're the ideal. You're literally heaven sent. Like, you are a good friend, you are a good partner, and you could be both. Like, you could be somebody's best friend and their partner at the same time. It's like you have those two energies. And I feel like a lot of people from your past think back to you, pile number 2, and they realize, like, wow, pile number 2 was such a great friend, such a great partner. They were so accommodating, they were so kind, they were so patient, they were so gentle. I feel like the way you love people is something that they really reflect on and they remember. It's like your love gave them strength. And I feel like you had a lot of people looking for while you were in their life, it's like part number 2, you had people looking for the ideal partner, the ideal friend, not knowing that you were that ideal friend and ideal partner all along. You know how they say something can be right up under your nose and you don't know? It's like I'm picking that up. I don't know if I said that phrase correctly, but that is the energy that's coming through. So let's get into the cards. So the first card we have is friendliness. So you're very friendly. Okay. I feel like you have cultivated some boundaries because I feel like you could have been like very friendly in the past, pound number 2, with no boundaries. But I feel like now you're friendly and you have boundaries. You smile at people a lot. Okay. So you could have like that RBF, and then when people see you smile, they're like, "Oh, pal number 2 is very friendly." Like maybe from a distance you don't look friendly, but when you start talking to people and engaging with them, they see that you're very friendly. So that could be something that like strangers are realizing about you because this you could be somewhere new, pal number 2, where people are getting used to seeing you and they're realizing that you're very friendly. The next card we have is ideal partnership. So, like I said, you're the ideal. Like people can see themselves in long-term relationships and long-term friendships with you just because you have a gentle energy to you and you're also somebody who is stable because we have the stability card. It's like you're not a liability because you come with your own. It's like when it comes to what you bring to the table, pile number 2, like you are stable in terms of your finances, your emotional and physical health. You work on that. You take care of your body, you detox. It's like you do things to take care of yourself so that you can take care of someone else. And it's like it's rare that people have it's like you're the whole package, pound number 2. It's just very rare that people have all their shit together because people will not have certain things together but try to get in a relationship or try to do things that they're not ready for and they don't have anything to fall back on. It's like you have finances, you have savings, you have that money that you put up when you need it for a rainy day. It's like you are stable. Like you are somebody like I'm just picking up things like you take care of your health, you go to the dentist, like you work out. It's like you really take care of you inside and out. And it's like people are attracted to that. People are attracted to people who take care of themselves. The next card we have is desire. So a lot of people have a desire for you. Pattern number 2, you have a lot of people who are like, I don't know if you're around the age of 25, but it's giving me the age where people want to settle down. And it's like people feel like you would be the best person that they should settle down with because you have your ducks in a row. It's like you have things in order. You could be somebody who has your own house and apartment, your own car, or you could have several cars, or you can have a business. It's like you have a lot of things established for yourself. You're very well established. And this is something people are realizing about you and they really find it to be attractive. With the desire card, I also pick up sexual energy. People are sexually attracted to you. So I feel like it's because of it's not just that. I feel like it's already like your energy, like you being so gentle, but also you having this stability makes you just 10 times hotter, 10 times sexier. Okay. That's what I'm picking up. People have that kind of desire for you, but I feel like people wanna please you and take care of you because you have that energy, you have feminine energy where you receive. You have a very yeah, a very loving and gentle energy no matter your gender here, and this is something that people are realizing. I feel like people maybe coulda had the wrong idea about you, okay? And then when they get to know you, it's like they start to like you. So people pile number 2, you could be the kind of person where people don't know what to make of you at first because maybe you are reserved or you read the room before you start, acting accordingly. It's like you really feel things out. You're very observant and you may just have a sometimes a blank look on your face, but when you smile, you have a very beautiful smile. You're very friendly. So this could be a new environment that you're in and it's not. I really pick up people from the past could have assumed that maybe you weren't a friendly person and you are. Okay, so take what resonates. And it's like they're realizing like, wow, this could have been the person I was dating. I was looking for this kind of person, okay? I feel like maybe you're just more open now and people realize that they have a lot more in common with you. So they're like, wow, this person is attractive. So let's say you're a girl and you're a gamer and you post about that. It's like people that play games from your past are like, why didn't you never tell me? Like, it's kind of like it's rekindling feelings that people used to have for you. And then for other people, it's like a new desire. But you have a lot of people that want to date you and take you out. The next card we have is Omen. So with this card, it's giving me that heaven sent energy. Like people feel like you come into their lives in divine time. And like when people from your past think about the impact you've had in their life, it's like you were there during very distress. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue twisted. Disastrous. Okay. I didn't want to come out. It was very disastrous and very chaotic, and it was just very unbalanced, and it's like you came around and helped them. You came around and you gave them laughter. You know, you helped them to be confident, you helped them to be in the present moment, you helped them to enjoy life, you helped them to smile, okay? You helped them to continue on, and it's like they wouldn't be where they are without you. So, pile number 2, a lot of people, like, accredit their like, they give you credit because you helped them in very hard situations, even if you were going through tough situations. I feel like your ability to remain so calm is what makes you attractive. And at times, I feel like people in the past could have misinterpreted that as being like neutral or apathetic or you just not giving a fuck. But it's like you do. It's just you just know how to maintain and ground your energy. Okay. So people see you as like a good sign, like a good luck charm as well. They're realizing like you came into their lives to help them. You came to give them genuine love. That is what people are realizing. Like you brought stability to them where they needed it. I feel like you really gave people the love that they needed. We have some is it somebody here a Pisces? Yeah, we I have that here like with the Pisces card, it's like you gave these people a lot of love. That's why I'm picking up Heaven Sent because they have matured. Maybe they matured and they're like, wow, I really had the right person all along. Or, you know, I was searching and searching and I had what I needed right in front of me. That is what people are realizing about you. And with the Pisces card, they're realizing like how forgiving you were, how much space you held for them, how much you cared for them. It's like your capacity to love is something that people really reflect on and remember. Okay. With this Gemini card, it's like you are very creative. I feel like you could be a jack of all trades. That's something people are realizing. You're a jack of all trades. But with Pisces and Gemini coming together, this is a very creative combo. So people are realizing that you're very creative. You could create different types of things. Maybe you're good at making clothes, you're good at digital art, you're good at making jewelry, you're good at designing houses. It's like different forms of creativity that you're good at. And I keep picking this energy up too in other piles, so you may resonate with other readings where I talk about this. But also, you could be a channeler. You may be a spiritualist. Like you could channel messages. Pile number 2. And this is something people are realizing. Maybe you could even speak to people who are deceased or who have passed on. It's like people are realizing you have those kind of gifts. Like you have the gift of discernment, especially with that Omen card. It's like like you know when something is off or when a person is off. And this is something that people are realizing about you, that they should listen to you more because you know what you're talking about. Yeah, you know what you're talking about. So you could be a spiritualist here watching this. Take what resonates. It's giving this energy of like people feeling like you're their other half with Gemini, the 2. Because there's twos, like 2 people here, 2 here. And then Pisces is 2 fish. The number 2 could be significant. And that makes sense because 2 is ruled by the moon, and the moon is feminine energy. You could be a Cancer as well. Take what resonates, or just another water sign. Could be Scorpio. The next card that we have is the South Node. So this is people from the past realizing this. Like I immediately got that as soon as I started channeling pile number 2, and then the South Node card came out, and I'm like, yeah, this is people from the past. Okay, these could be even people you actually had a past life with that you came to heal lessons with in this lifetime as well. But overall, they're just realizing like they should have kept you when they had you. They should have kept you when they had you, pal number 2. Because when you look around, like I'm hearing the word dating pool, so maybe some of you use like Tinder and dating apps here. Take what resonates. It's like when people look around the dating pool, it's like it's hard to find a good person. And it's like even with friends here, because I'm really picking up friends and relationships for you, people from your past more so. This could even be distant relatives, but it's like when they think about a good person, it's hard to find that in a group of people. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's hard to find people like you, pal number 2. So they didn't realize who you were. It's like the energy of people not seeing who you fully were until you walked away, and now they see. Because sometimes people can take it for granted. Like, you know, the saying, like, whenever you use something so much, it becomes cheaper, it loses its value. It's like you could have been around them so much with this Pisces energy. You could have been so compassionate and so loving. That's why I picked up you having boundaries in the beginning, because Pisces is no boundaries. So you could have been like just so loving and they got used to it, so they took advantage of it. And it's like when you took it back, they realized how important it was. So you could have been the person that likes to like, you know, you give people flowers, you give them their flowers literally and metaphorically, like you spend money on people. I'm picking that up here. Like you give a lot of gifts. I don't know if that's your love language or something you like to do, but you give a lot of gifts to people. And these don't even, and this could still be literal or metaphysical, metaphorical as well. It's like you really bring like beauty to people. You bring change to people. You bring happiness to people. Like you bring a different mindset. Okay. And this is something people are realizing about you. People from your past, especially. Okay. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. So you're no longer trapped to past perceptions and past versions. It's like you honor those parts of you, pound number 2, but you don't allow that to make or break you. So these people from your past see that you've shifted and you've grown into who you're meant to be. It's like you could have started out as this little tiny plant, now you're a whole vase. It's like you started out in a little pot, now you're a vase. It's like they see that growth and you didn't allow them to keep you stuck with the Eight of Swords. You didn't allow them to keep you stuck, but it's like people from your past are just realizing that they were stuck. Like, they were stuck in their own heads when it came to you. It's like they didn't really see the truth because of their own insecurities. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, yes, things have changed for you. And then in this card, there's needle and thread. So that could be significant for somebody here. You could make something with needle and thread. Also, there's scissors, so it's like you've cut the cord with so many people, you've cut off a lot of people, and this is something people from your past are realizing, like, you could have deleted them off social media and they didn't even notice, and then for others of you, they already knew that you cut them off, so this could be something that they just are just reflecting on now because your absence, when you're away from people, they start to think about the ways that they've treated you. And yes, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but it also makes the heart grow wiser to me. In my opinion, it's like it helps you to understand where you went wrong, where you didn't value a person, or where you didn't see something correctly. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you've made big shifts in your life. And I feel like you've done this by letting go of what didn't serve you with the South Node, letting go of what didn't deserve you. And what didn't deserve you, I didn't even mean to say that, but these people didn't deserve you. Like people from the past, because it's like they didn't see that they had a gem the whole time. It's like think about this, it's like you're a whole diamond, but every day they're going to a diamond mine and saying, "Hey, I'm about to go find a diamond," and you're looking at them and you're looking at yourself like, "Aren't I the diamond?" It's like they didn't recognize that, and now they're seeing it, okay? Because I'm hearing the word glow up, so somebody here could have had that, but it's just you always knew who you were, pile number 2, and then maybe God didn't allow these people to see you. That there is some type of energy here of God not allowing certain people to see you. Sometimes God has to hide you because certain people wouldn't value you. So it's like maybe God hid you from these people. You could resonate with something like that. God hid you from these people, and now it's like you're seeing. So it's kind of like I'm hearing rags to riches. So have you ever heard of stories where it's like a king It's like dressed up as a poor person, like they appear as a poor person, and it's like people judge them by how they look, but the whole time they're the king. That's the energy I'm getting. So it could have been people misjudging you how you looked or how you used to be, pile number two, and you've shifted. Okay. And this is something that they're realizing that you were not who they thought you were. You're much more than that. Okay. You make a really good companion, and people from the past, they miss your company. I'm also getting that people realize that you're very multidimensional. You have lots of different talents and gifts. You're good at different things, okay? And yeah, that's what people are realizing, pile number two. We're gonna move on to pile number three. So pile number three, what are people realizing about you? So people are realizing that you're a brand new person. And it's interesting because as I was channeling your messages, pound number three, there was this song by Alicia Keys that came through called Brand New Me. And I remember hearing that song years ago. So the way that it came through was so interesting. That's how I know it's a channeled message because I haven't listened to that song since I was like 12. So it's like, yeah, you are a brand new person. You're being refined and polished. Okay? People are realizing that you don't care what they think about you. Okay. Pile number three, maybe you used to struggle with that, but it's like you're much more empowered. It's like I'm hearing body positivity, so you could be more empowered with your body. Okay. But it's like you're a brand new person. You don't allow situations and people from the past to control how you see yourself now. You are more confident in yourself and you don't take people's insults and behavior to heart because you know that it has nothing to do with you. So let's get into these cards. So the first card that we have for you is don't take it personally. So it's like you don't take what people do personally anymore, pile number three. Like you've separated yourself from the BS and the drama to where you can decipher if something is your energy and somebody else's. It's like you've become very self-aware. So when you recognize that people are jealous and they send you evil eye, you know how to distance yourself. You know how to act accordingly. You know how to behave in certain situations. It's like you're a master at protecting your energy, pile number three. You're a master at self-love. You're a master at mental tricks because you've understood so much. Like you're a very cerebral person. You're very, very smart, pile number three. And this is something people are realizing. Like, you know how people say play chess, not checkers. It's like you very much embody that. The next card that we have is confidence, as I was saying. So you're more confident in your body, you're confident in your physique, you're confident in yourself and what you have to say, okay? You could be more expressive, you could speak your opinion more, and people are realizing that. It's like you love yourself so much to the point where the old tactics and the tricks people used to use, it just doesn't work. Okay, this it doesn't work anymore. The next card that we have is wisdom. So you've learned a lot along the way. I feel like you've encountered a lot of different people and situations that they thought it was gonna defeat you, but it never did. I feel like you are a very resilient person, and I feel like you may teach people directly or indirectly about your experiences. Like maybe you talk about this online, or you have like a blog, or there's something you do where you have a community of people where you teach people the wisdom that you have. But for others of you, I see it as people just looking at how you live your life and taking notes and seeing how you handle certain situations and realizing that they could do the same thing. Yeah. The next card that we have is direction. So I feel like you took the road less traveled. I feel like you stayed true to yourself, pound number three, and you've taken a direction that you wanted to take. So maybe you have an unconventional career choice, or you're doing something where people feel like, oh, it's going to take a long time, but you don't care because it's a Knight of Pentacles energy coming through. Even though that card did not come out, it's like you're taking your time with something. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. It's just that you know you're going to get to it. You know that it's more about the journey than the destination here. And there's a 7 here. Oh, there's a 6 and a 7. So it's like, yeah, these progressions. There's numbers on the card. So 6 could be significant. The number 7 could be significant. Take what resonates. But yeah, that's what people are realizing. Like you took a different direction, maybe a direction that people didn't understand. Because I'm getting the road less traveled. Okay. So there's something that you do that's different or unconventional. okay? But you did it for yourself because you knew that you needed to do that. Because there's this light bulb here, so it's like you knew intuitively. And there's a lot of yellow. So yellow could be prominent. Okay, take what resonates. And that's confidence. So that makes sense. That's light energy. The next card that we have is Uranus. So Uranus is that very unique energy. People are realizing that you're very unique. So again, you could be doing something different. Maybe the way you share the messages is very unique. You do it in a very unique way, in a very creative way, in a way that's never been done or has rarely ever been done. Okay, take what resonates. There's something you're doing that has never been done, but it's also your ideas that you put out into the world. They're very new. How number three, you could have the potential to be like somebody that invents a new way of thinking or new way of looking at something, a new philosophy. There's just something about you that spirit has put in you because we need that in this world. We need somebody that is going to stir things up. Like we need somebody that's going to bring things new, invent new ways to look at things. Okay. Some of you could even be involved in technology or you're very tech savvy. Okay. And this is something people are realizing about you. With the 11th house, this could be old friends realizing things about you. And then you even got people who realizing that they wanna be your friend, okay? Because people like the new you, and these could just be people that wanted to be your friend the whole time and just never got to tell you. And then for others of you, I'm just picking up, like, old friends because the 11th house is Aquarius energy. That's what they're realizing. Yeah, there's something that you do for the collective. So you may come from one of my other readings because we talked about this. Somebody doing something for the collective. People are realizing how helpful you are. Okay. So if you have a platform, it's like the people that are on your platform are really grateful for your presence. They've seen you change with the eighth house. They've seen a major shift in you. And if you are doing something like where you're speaking to people or you're just helping people creatively, it's like they see how that creativity has grown or how your words and your wisdom has grown. Like maybe you know more about certain topics than you once did, or maybe you can go more in depth here. And this is something that people are realizing that you've stepped into your power. Like you've figured out the mysteries in yourself and you've learned how to navigate them. I also feel like you have psychic gifts very strongly because the high priestess is here with the eighth house and the wisdom. So it's like people can't get anything past you. Okay. So you could have a spiritual community. Okay. And this is something that people are realizing. Okay, and people it could be people from, like, different religions that their first instinct may be to judge, but it's like they click on something you said, or maybe you post videos or you post quotes, and it's like it resonates with them, and it makes them think like, "Wow, I can resonate with this, and this person is this religion, and I'm this religion, or I'm spiritual, and this person is this religion." It's like people are realizing that you're a messenger. Power number 3, okay? You could be good at giving advice. Okay, and just helping people to shift their perspective and change within their own lives. Okay, you could be very motivating, and this is something that people are realizing. Okay, you could be even a tarot reader. Okay, because you could have clients just really grateful for you and realizing like how you've helped them, how you've shifted their perspective. It's given therapist vibe. Somebody here could be really into psychology and into therapy, and this is something people are realizing about you. But it's like whatever way you combat like society and how they view certain things. It's like you have a very unique way of dealing with societal pressures and conformity. It's like you could be the type of person that teaches people like this is what people do. Like, so for example, there's this one channel I watch where people talk about how beautiful women get treated and like what you should do and how to survive. It's like that kind of energy here. Like, you're giving people tips and life hacks and things that they can do to protect their energy on their journey. That's why I was picking up you're a master at something. Maybe you have a master's degree or you're getting a master's degree here. Take what resonates. But it's like you're mastering something or you are a master at something, and this is what people are realizing. Like maybe when it comes to tarot, it's like you're the master at that or you're mastering it, or they see how you started out versus how you are now. Okay, this is something people are realizing. You're very very tapped in. You like people feel like you can read them. The next card that we have is the Fool card. So it's like you have a lot of new beginnings, and like I said, you're a brand new person. This is something people are realizing. You're not the person that they knew 5 years ago. You've transcended that. You've elevated, you've evolved. So somebody here could be really good with words or linguistics because I just keep saying like different words. You could really like English. Somebody could be an English teacher or an English major. Take what resonates. You could be really good in literature or you could just really like to read. And this is something people are realizing about you. You could be very well versed on different religions and cultures and philosophies because the ninth house is coming through. So somebody here could be well known in school or there's something about education that people are realizing about you. Okay. The song "For My Brother" by Jhené Aiko kept coming through, so maybe some of you I'm not trying to trigger anybody, so Imma just say trigger warning. Somebody could have lost a brother, and people are realizing that, you've lost a sibling and you're healing from it. People also view you as somebody who sets trends, and I'm picking up something too, like, people who used to feel superior to you feel inferior to you now. It's like the tables have turned. You've changed and you've become more aligned with who you truly are. You may even resonate, excuse me, with pal 1. Take what resonates. People are realizing that you know more than they thought you did. Because I don't really feel like you're like very showy with your knowledge. It's like people have to have a conversation with you to know what you know. For some of you, and for others of you, you post it, and then this is how they learn about it. And there was a message that says, sometimes you have to walk through the darkness to get to the light. So you have all this wisdom. You've accumulated so much wisdom because of what you've gone through. I feel like you took those situations and you learned from them. You didn't allow it to make you bitter. Because I'm hearing that song. Um, it's called Loyal by Kaylani. And she was like, came up from nothing. So yeah, you have this Empress energy, pile number 3, where you can birth anything into reality with nothing, with just your thoughts, just your energy. Like you can make nothing into something. Like you could be that kind of person too that has like a few ingredients, but you can make a really good, delicious meal. Okay. You don't need that many ingredients. So there's something coming through with cooking too. People are realizing you just learned a lot of lessons. Okay. I feel like people feel like you're a master at something. Okay. And this is what people are realizing. But yeah, pile number 3, thank you so much for coming to this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Mwah.